Number 10. The RQ170 Sentinel. The RQ-170 Sentinel is a stealth, unmanned aerial vehicle developed by Lockheed Martin's famously secretive Skunk Works division. Nicknamed the Wraith and the Beast of Kandahar, it was operated by the United States Air Force for the Central Intelligence Agency. The aircraft first entered service in 2007. The Wraith was developed specifically with high altitude and long endurance capabilities in mind. During its early days of service, it was used in Operation Enduring Freedom. More specifically, the U.S. military used the RQ-170 to spy on Iran and to scope out Osama bin Laden's secret compound in Pakistan, where he was hiding out before his capture. Very little is known about the aircraft, and few photos of it have ever been circulated. In 2009, the Air Force formally acknowledged the drone's existence, but revealed almost no details about its appearance or capabilities. In 2011, Iran's state-sponsored news agency released footage of an RQ-170 that was captured by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard. U.S. officials denied claims that the Iranian military hacked the drone and caused it to crash, but confirmed that the vehicle featured in the footage was a genuine Kandahar beast. Iran's ability to detect and capture the RQ-170 was unnerving to American officials, who asked the country to return the vehicle. Defense Minister Ahmad Vahidi responded by criticizing the U.S. for failing to apologize for invading the country's airspace. Former Vice President Dick Cheney slammed then-President Barack Obama for failing to order an airstrike to retrieve or destroy the vehicle once it fell into Iranian hands. Long story short, Iran did not return the RQ-170, and the country has since developed its own stealth drones based on the captured vehicle's design. Number 9. Russian Doomsday Sub. Designed to fight surface groups of warships, K-329 Belgorod is a Russian nuclear-powered submarine that originally functioned as an Oscar II class vessel when it was first laid down in 1992. But after hitting multiple obstacles, construction ground to a halt, and the sub's future remained uncertain for years to come. The submarine was later redesignated and overhauled as a special operations vessel. In what became known as Project 09852, the sub was relaid in 2012. Its hull was lengthened by nearly 100 feet, bringing its total length to almost 604 feet and making it the world's longest submarine. The Belgorod is the designated mothership for an autonomous nuclear-powered missile-launching mini-submarine known as the Poseidon. Capable of diving to depths of 3,280 feet, the Poseidon vehicle is designed specifically to destroy coastal infrastructure and to circumvent the West's nuclear defense capabilities. According to state-sponsored news agency TASS, the Belgorod is capable of carrying 6 Poseidon vehicles. It's capable of delivering both conventional and nuclear warheads and is believed to have a 6,200-mile range. In October 2022, Naval News published photos from an alleged sighting of the Belgorod operating on the surface of the Barents Sea above the Arctic Circle. The report came on the heels of rumors that the massive submarine was missing and that it had been deployed with potential plans to put its nuclear doomsday weapons to use. For now, it appears though the vessel is staying close to Russia. Number 8. Wuan 8. In 2019, Chinese media published photos of an alleged supersonic spy drone called the Wuan 8. The vehicle was spotted during a rehearsal for a military parade in anticipation of China's National Day. It's been claimed that the Wuan 8 is capable of flying in excess of Mach 3.3, or more than 3.3 times the speed of sound. The drone is also supposedly capable of reaching locations as far away as Guam, which is a U.S. territory. It was reportedly designed specifically for the possibility of a war with American forces in the Western Pacific or the South China Sea. Speculations suggest that the Wuan 8 took its first test flight in 2015. A media report claimed that the vehicle flew for several hours, pointing toward its long-range capabilities. In addition to the pre-parade photo, a satellite image that surfaced around the same time appeared to show the drone parked at a Chinese military base. According to an expert who spoke with the South China Morning Post, the Wuan 8 had already been in use for some time when it was spotted during the parade preparations. But the Chinese government has never released photos of the aircraft, and it has remained tight-lipped about the drone's dimensions and capabilities. Number 7. Dongfeng 27. In its 2021 annual China Military Power Report, the U.S. Department of Defense mentioned the development of a new long-range missile called the Dongfeng 27. According to official documents, the D-27 has an estimated range of 3,100 to 5,000 miles and can travel at speeds of up to Mach 8.6, or nearly 9 times the speed of sound. In early 2023, a leaked intelligence briefing revealed that China had tested the missile. According to the top-secret report, the D-27 traveled for 12 minutes, covering a distance of 1,300 miles. The document further revealed that the missile was mounted on a hypersonic glide vehicle. It's believed that at least 2 variants of the D-27 missile are in service and that they're capable of striking both land and naval targets. According to the leaked briefing, the D-27 was designed to enhance China's ability to hold targets at risk beyond the second island chain, which encompasses Japan's Honshu Island as well as Guam, Palau, the Marianas Islands, and New Guinea. The missile was also intended to be able to penetrate U.S. ballistic missile defenses. Given its speed, range, and other capabilities, it's believed that the weapon is also meant to destroy aircraft carriers. Number 6. RQ-170 Stealth Drone. In September 2021, a photo of an alleged top-secret American spy drone went viral on social media. Captured above the Philippines, the image appears to depict an unmanned aerial vehicle known as the Northrop Grumman RQ-180. According to Forbes, the picture appeared to confirm reports that the pilotless stealth bomber had departed from Guam for operations around China. The shape and contrail of the vehicle in the photo were similar to those seen in a photo captured over California about a year earlier. It was the first known photograph of the RQ-180. Military officials kept the development of the RQ-180 under wraps. Its existence was revealed in the 2013 Aviation Weekly report. The Air Force confirmed its existence the following year, but declined to go into detail about the aircraft. Relatively little is known about the vehicle. With an estimated 130-foot wingspan, the RQ-180 is believed to be bigger than the other known U.S. Air Force stealth drone, the RQ-170. Its larger size gives it increased altitude and range capabilities. The RQ-180 has an estimated range of 14,000 miles and a maximum altitude of around 60,000 feet, enabling it to fly through highly defended enemy territory on short notice and with a minimal chance of being detected. Number 5. Never-before-seen military blimp. In May of 2023, satellite images obtained by CNN appeared to show a never-before-seen military blimp at a base in the desert of northwestern China. The photos were captured in November of 2022, roughly 3 months before the news headlines reported the presence of a Chinese military spy balloon in American airspace. They appear to show a 100-foot-long blimp sitting on a runway. Aerospace experts who spoke with CNN estimated the runway's length at 0.6 miles or 1 kilometer. There's also a hangar in the pictures, which is believed to measure around 900 feet long. Oklahoma Aerospace Institute Executive Director Jamie Jacobs told the news agency that the blimp appears to be equipped with dedicated propulsion and navigation capabilities, which means that it's most likely capable of flying over a designated area for extended time periods. Jacobs described the aircraft as a submarine of the skies and the next leap for China. Other experts agreed that the blimp appears to be more maneuverable and versatile than previously known Chinese aircraft of its kind. When questioned about the sighting, a U.S. Defense Department official declined to go into specifics, but reassured that since the blimp is visible, the American government is aware of and tracking it. Other government agencies, including the CIA and National Security Council, did not respond to CNN's request for comments. Number 4. H20 Bomber. China reportedly has several stealth bombers in the works, including a subsonic aircraft called the Xi'an H20. Described by the People's Liberation Army as a strategic project, its development was revealed in September 2016. 2 years later, in 2018, a military spokesperson claimed that the project was making great progress. But details about the aircraft remain scarce. The closest anyone has come to seeing the H-20 is in a military recruitment video that surfaced in early 2021. It features a rendering of the stealth bomber, which appears to resemble the shape of a U.S. Air Force's B-2 Spirit, as well as the B-21 Raider, the latter of which is currently in development. The U.S. Department of Defense speculates that the H-20 has a range of nearly 5,300 miles, along with a capacity to carry 10 tons of nuclear or conventional weapons. Experts have suggested that the bomber is being developed specifically for the purpose of being able to engage key U.S. military bases, including Guam and Hawaii. Number 3. Zuberclass hovercraft. The world's largest air-cushioned vehicle, ACV, better known as a hovercraft, is the Soviet-designed Zuberclass amphibious landing craft. Measuring 187 feet long and 84 feet wide, it has a full load displacement of 555 tons. Its cargo area alone measures 4,300 square feet. Developed during the Soviet era, Zuberclass vehicles are capable of operating on water, land, and even ice. These vehicles were designed for the purpose of moving amphibious assault units from ships to shore. Each Zuberclass hovercraft is capable of carrying up to 500 soldiers, 13 tanks, or 40 armored vehicles. It has a range of roughly 350 miles and is powered by 4 gas turbine motors that propel 8 fans, enabling it to safely travel over calm waters at speeds of up to 69 miles per hour. Zuberclass vehicles are equipped with sophisticated tracking systems and weapons, including machine guns and surface-to-air missiles. And while these hovercrafts aren't exactly a secret from the world today, they were an unexpected sight back during their early days of operation. It's also likely that certain details about the vehicles, including their updated armaments, are kept from the public. There are at least 10 Zuberclass hovercrafts currently in service, including 2 in the Russian Navy and 4 that are used by the Hellenic or the Greek Navy. Number 2. Secret Space Plane. On November 12, 2022, the U.S. military's X-37B spaceplane touched down at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida, concluding a record 908-day trip to space. It was the vehicle's longest ever spaceflight, exceeding all 5 of its previous flights by at least 4 months. According to Live Science, it's unclear what the aircraft was doing during the nearly 3 years it spent in orbit. According to officials, the vehicle was used for conducting scientific experiments 249 miles above the Earth's surface. Initially designed for NASA, the X-37B subsequently fell into military hands. Throughout all of its missions, it had spent a cumulative 10 years in orbit and has covered roughly 1.3 billion miles. Yet for all that travel, its exact purpose remains shrouded in mystery. The few details released by the government include an experiment to harvest light from the sun and send it back to Earth as microwaves. Officials also mentioned the deployment of an Air Force-designed electromagnetically steered training satellite, as well as an experiment to research the effects of space on certain materials. Civilians aren't the only ones trying to figure out exactly what the X-37B's purpose is. Following its return to Earth, one Russian official speculated that it could be used for spying or for carrying weapons of mass destruction. A Chinese military expert expressed similar concerns. Former Pentagon official Heather Wilson conceded that the aircraft is capable of changing directions and that it admittedly drives American adversaries crazy. But if the X-37B has any non-scientific purposes, the American government is remaining tight-lipped about it. and there appear to be no plans to go into deep detail about the spaceplane's work. And at number 1, the Star Shadow. In recent years, China has rapidly modernized and expanded its military. Some of the most frequently mentioned developments are new drones, many of which are in development or already in service. In October 2022, a 13-second video clip of an alleged secret drone on the Chinese social media network Weibo. It's unclear exactly when or where the footage was captured, and the video isn't extremely clear, making it difficult to discern its size or even its precise shape. Aviation enthusiasts speculated that the object was associated with the Star Shadow project. Undertaken by the Chengdu-based Star UAV System Company, the Star Shadow drone was first revealed to the world in model form at an air show in 2018. According to the available information on the project, the unmanned vehicle measures 23 feet long and has a wingspan of just under 50 feet. It can supposedly fly at altitudes of up to 50,000 feet and is capable of operating for 12 hours straight. The Star Shadows and other drones that are in development have more sophisticated designs than previous pilotless Chinese drones, which are mostly non-stealthy in nature. Officials announced a projected flight date of 2019, but it's unclear whether it happened. The footage that appeared on social media seems to be the only possible photographic evidence of the Star Shadow possibly being operational. It was also suggested that the drone in the video clip could be a Kaihong 7. Developed by the state-owned China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation, the project was revealed in 2018 in the form of a full-scale model. Speculators also raised the possibility of the drone being a smaller model like the CS550T. For now, the vehicle in question remains unidentified. Thanks for watching. Have you ever been fortunate enough to spot one of these top-secret weapons or vehicles? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye for now.